Morning, my name is Simon Smith from the mast arm company. We're here today to show you the rotating mast arm, how to rotate it and how to maintain it on the mechanical side. The tools you require will be a ratchet spanner, a 30mm socket and a extension bar. You'll also need a 10mm Allen key. You also need a torque wrench to torque the bolts at the end of the service, and a wire brush and some grease to grease up the parts that need greasing. Open the door with a standard triangle key. Inside you'll see the brake system, the gearbox and the drive block. This is the gearbox, this is the braking system and this is the drive block. To rotate the mast we will release the socket cap bolts B as on the O&M manual, and then we will release bolts A as in the O&M manual. We have a cranking handle which is within every mast arm that's out there, which we attach to the gearbox, and then we're ready to rotate the mast. When we're rotating the mast, crank the handle very slowly, don't rush it, and when you come to a standstill, reduce the speed slowly so that it stops on its own. If you get the mast to the required position, and that's where you're happy with it to be, and you need to work on the heads or anything up on the mast arm, reverse the procedure and lock the mast back off using the bolts until you want to move it back again into the required position for its working position. So returning the mast to its position, when you get near where you need to be, so just slow the cranking down, it will move very gradually. And then just slowly stop and it will rest where it needs to be. Replacing the handle back safely in the mast. Then we'll go back to reverse procedure and locking the mast off. We'll get the bolts to the hand tight. Then we will proceed to torque the bolts to 120 Newton meters. Torque wrench is set to 120 Newton meters. Proceed to tighten the bolts until the torque wrench clicks. There, that one's tight. That one is tight. That's correct setting. Then proceed to tighten up the socket caps, torquing them to 120 Newton meters as well. So the mast is now locked off and will not move. Protect the spindle and top and bottom of the gearbox for rust, as these are exposed. And if they're all okay, apply general purpose grease to these areas with a small brush. Once complete, shut the door and check that it's locked and secure. That concludes the rotating mast arm rotation and service. It is a very simple process. Once you've finished the job, make sure the door's locked and the handle's inside the mast, and clear all the tools and leave the site.